But let me show you guys a video. I want to show you a video. Neither one of you guys have seen it. I haven't sent it to you. I only sent it to Kai. So we had what was the show that was canceled a year ago? What was the show called?
Live PD.
Say, hit your mic.
Oh yeah, Live PD.
Live PD got canceled, right?
Yeah.
Remember Live PD when he got canceled?
Right.
Yeah, Deputy Mark or something like that, right? When he got canceled. Sheriff Mark Lamb. So when he got canceled, we brought him on. And I said, what do you think about defund police? And he said, defund police is a bunch of crap. What are you going to do when you call the cops and all this other stuff? And he's like, so people who are, were supportive of defund police send me emails saying, what are you talking about? All you think about is all cops are right and all this other stuff. I said, no, I actually have had bad experiences with cops and I've had good experiences with cops. But more of my experiences have been good than have been bad. I said, okay. Nazario, a couple weeks ago, we showed the video about Nazario who's sitting there saying, man, I got my hands out. I got my hand out. The second lieutenant who's got my hands out. My hands out.
Yeah.
And then we brought his lawyer on, and we interviewed the lawyer and folks who are for protecting the police. They said, why would you bring somebody like that on? Why would you do something like that? The cops were right. He was wrong, all this. I said, listen, I see the story, and I want to cover the story. Whether I agree or not, I want to see the story to learn from it.
Right.
This is all leading to people acting in a certain way because the media is telling them all cops are bad. I want you to watch this video, what happens yesterday. Kai, if you can get the video ready, I want to get your reaction on this. It's gotten 3.3 million views in 15 hours. So watch what happens here. It's 2 minutes. Go ahead.
You know why I'm being harassed today? Because I was going under the speed limit. I was going at 38.
Yes, you are, ma'am. Good morning.
And the speed limit is 40, and I was going 38.
Can you raise the volume a little bit?
You're correct. I pulled you over because
With her phone.
Yes, I started to record because you're a murderer.
You can't be on your cell phone while you're driving.
I wasn't on my phone. I was recording you because you scared me.
You can't use your cell phone while you're recording.
You.
May I have your driver's license?
It's at my apartment.
What's your apartment?
It's at my home. I'm just taking my son to his.
Do you have your driver's license?
I mistakenly left it at home.
Do you have a picture of your driver's license?
Yes, I do.
May I have it?
And can you call your supervisor, please?
I already did. He's on his way.
Good, because you're a murderer.
Okay.
Oh, that's what she keeps saying.
And so you're giving me a cell phone ticket? Is that why you're harassing me?
Not harassment. I am enforcing the law.
I have a right to record the police when they're harassing me.
By all means. But you can't do it while you're driving.
I wasn't texting or none of that.
Do you have a
you
picture?
scared me and made me think you were going to murder me.
Okay.
Wow.
Why do you feel that way?
Well, that's not just a feeling. You're a murderer.
Okay. Can you zoom in on that for me,
Sure.
Dave? Thank you.
And I'm
See what she says at the end.
Is she a white lady? Is she a black lady? Latina?
I can't tell. Listen.
You're a murderer.
What's your last name? I can't see that there.
Well, here you
stop,
go,
Stop
murderer.
shaking.
White lady.
Zoom in on that for
No,
me, man.
because you're scaring me. You're threatening to kill me and my son. Can you give me
Okay.
Listen.
Listen, Karen.
On camera.
You're trying to threaten to kill me.
I
I'm not
didn't say that.
smiling. You're the one who's
Hold that still. I can't see that. Is this your car?
Yes, it is. And you're trying to say I stole my own car because you're jealous?
I don't
What
think
the?
so.
Why?
Wait for me right here, okay?
You're jealous?
All you need to do is your signature. He's only citing you for using your cell phone while you're driving. That's it.
Here you go, man. Sign inside
For,
the red box
for him being a Mexican racist. What is that name? Gas.
Sign the citation, man.
Here you go, Mexican racist. You're always going to be a Mexican. You'll never be white. You know that,
Oh,
right?
my God.
You'll never be white, which is what you really want to be.
There you
want
go,
to be
dude.
white.
Have a good day.
You want to be white so bad.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
In front of her son. Unbelievable.
Wow. Wow. How are you processing this? What made you show us this video?
Let me put it to you this: who the hell wants to be a cop today?
Yeah. Wow.
Who the hell wants to be a cop? Like you tell me. Wake up in the morning, you see I can't wait to be a cop. Who wants to be a cop today?
He handled that so well.
Every job comes with a certain pride that you want to do it, right? Okay,
Right.
why you want to be a firefighter? I got pride. Why you want to be a governor? Because I want to make an impact. Why you want to be, media? Because I want to go out there and entertain people. Why you want to go out there and do what you do and write a book? I want to impact. Why do you want to be a cop? I want to protect and serve, right? Who the hell wants to be a cop today? What kid is saying, I want to grow up and be a cop today?
It's
For
going to be a
what?
huge problem. It's going to be a very, very major problem.
And I've seen that screenshot, but I haven't watched the video yet. So
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
Is that even legal? Can you talk to a police officer like that?
I don't think you
she
should
should
be
be
able
arrested
to.
and canceled. Both. I mean, that's unbelievable. I could not believe my
She's
ears.
whether she was a cop that ran up on her, she's, and forget my language, she's just a piece of shit. She's the definition of a Karen, and you're trying to murder me. Like, relax, lady.
But
and then
here's the
she went the
question,
whole
though.
Mexican white thing.
Let me
she's
ask you
just
a
a
question,
piece of shit.
Let me ask you a question. So who is to blame for that? Obviously, the sole responsibility goes on the individual. Fine.
Yes.
That's the 80% is her. I'm with that. 80% of responsibility goes on her, yes. But who else is responsible for that?
Media,
who put that in her
cops.
brain? The media 24/7 painting cops to be bad. Then you have something like this. Imagine that guy's going home telling his wife, you know, it's a freaking bad experience today, man. Let me tell you what happened. I'm sick of doing my job. Like, imagine that conversation at night.
Right.
Babe, I'm sick of being a cop. I want to change my career. Yeah. What's the wife going to say? Do it, babe. Yeah. This on a daily basis?
But, I mean, that was the epitome of racism. I mean, everything she was doing.
That was intense.
And they paint themselves as the people that are, you know, fighting the other battle. It's unbelievable. Wow.
That was intense.
And you wonder, is that normal? I mean, do you think police are abused like that on a regular basis? They must be. Is that
What do
a
you hear
microcosm
What do
of
you hear
what's
from
going on?
police? Since you're obviously pro-police, you're not trying to defund the police.
Well, I mean, a lot of them is you know, the morale is low. You know, and they are on the brink of, is this what I want to continue to do? A lot of them, because in anything that you're doing, especially in public service, you want to, you don't do it for the credit, but you do want to be appreciated when you are working to be a service.
Yeah. Every day they're putting their life in danger.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they do feel it. They're you know, and they're on the edge of if they want to walk away from this, you know, because, you know, they're up against multiple things psychologically with the media, the social media, and the polarizing commentary that's, you know, that's a part of their job and their responsibility. So, you know, that was a harsh video to watch, man. That
for anyone,
was intense.
whether you're pro-police, not pro-police,
How can you not be pro-police? I mean, other than I'm talking about solely the function
and then I think about the component of her kid being with her. You know, I'm really, you know, that really disturbed me, you know, as well, because psychologically, you know, what the kid is processing it also, so it's a perpetual cycle.
And that's a snapshot of her day. I mean, you know, that continues throughout the day, and her on social media going off. What a danger!
And so now, so now the kid is 14 to 17 years old and have a encounter and is belligerent, you know, towards an officer, and then something happens, right? But it's the seeds that are planted in regards to how they react.
Who's the kid's hero? The kid's hero is his mom, right? So what's he gonna say? If my mom is like this to cops, I got to be like that to cops. Because the kid wants to be loyal to the parents. So kid's going to duplicate whatever the parent believes in. That's typically what happens.
Maybe. I mean, but you could also be embarrassed by your mom. Like, if my dad ever did that, I'd be like, dude, what are you doing,
Of course you're embarrassed
subconsciously,
by it. But a lot of it, you know, that's going to stick. They say there's more caught than taught in parenting. You can teach all you want to do the right things. Your kid's going to do what you do, not teach what you do. This is catching. The kid just caught what the parent just did. That's pathetic to me to do that. And by the way, again, who's the responsibility? Who is responsible for that? Who is responsible for that?
Who do you think
The dividers, those who get paid to divide. There's a business model to division. The division business model has been around for a very, very long time. The media business,
but it's not going anywhere.
The media business model is either to make you think, to entertain, or to divide, or to be controversial, change, conflict. That's their business model.
It is.
You either are a very good entertainer where I'm sitting there saying, oh my gosh, I just needed a laugh. You know how it's Friday night, you're sitting there, your kids are gone, it's 11 o'clock at night, you're like, dude, okay, you go to movies, you say drama, comedy, horror. I'm like, yeah, I need some comedy right now. Seriously, I know like 30 minutes. And then you go to like Wedding Crashers, you go to your favorite part, right? And you watch it for 10, 15 minutes, get it out of your system. There's different methods to comedy today, to entertainment today. This is a business model. Divide, and buy and sell
And there's a huge market for it, unfortunately.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.